Around the world, researchers, policymakers, and institutions are discovering that language is not just a tool for communication, it is a tool for inclusion, intelligence, and equity. Today, we focus on one big question: how can multilingualism transform our schools and colleges? Dear education leaders, welcome to Pallikkutam Digest Leaders Edition presented by Rajagiri Media. In this program, we bring you 5 stories, each showing a different angle of the same theme: why every language matters in education. Can diversity itself make our minds sharper? Research from Cambridge University says yes. Let's check it in our first story.
Our first story comes from Cambridge University, with research in Delhi and Hyderabad, India. In 2020, Professors Yanthi Maria Simply, Margrethe Vogelsang, Anusha Balasubramanian, and their team studied disadvantaged primary school children.
They tested memory and intelligence using the N-back task and Ravens-colored progressive matrices.
The results were striking. Bilingual children outperformed monolingual peers.
Even monolingual children raised in linguistically diverse neighborhoods showed stronger thinking skills.
The finding is clear. Being surrounded by many languages itself builds sharper, more resilient minds.
How should schools set their language priorities? Europe reminds us to choose wisely. Let us view the story together.
Our second story takes us to Europe, where 5 countries, Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, Portugal, and Spain, joined hands in a 2020 cross-national study. Led by Joana Duarte and colleagues, 298 experts ranked priorities for multilingual education.
The top 3 were integrating multilingual support in daily lessons, designing effective teaching methods, and strengthening literacy in home languages.
Interestingly, the focus shifted by country. Germany, the Netherlands, and Portugal stressed academic language, while Spain and Italy had other priorities.
The key lesson: every education system must set its own roadmap, guided by local needs but united by a respect for home languages.
Is language bias often hidden on our campuses? Massachusetts Institute of Technology Press wants us not to ignore it. See the full story next.
Our third story is from the United States, published in Daedalus, Journal of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences in 2023.
Professor Walt Wolfram studied how dialect and accent bias affect inclusion in universities.
He found that diversity programs often forget language, even though it shapes belonging deeply.
His solution? A campus infusion model, where student affairs, HR, faculty, and diversity offices working together.
Workshops, video stories like "I Sound Like a Scholar," student ambassadors, and inclusive events are part of this effort.
The message is simple. If institutions ignore language diversity, they leave a critical bias unaddressed.
Can speaking many languages really keep our brains strong for life? Canada West proves it does. Let us explore the story.
Our fourth story comes from University Canada West, in a 2024 blog titled "The Magic of Multilingualism."
Research shows multilingualism reshapes the brain by strengthening memory, flexible thinking, and self-control.
It also builds creativity, as learners solve problems from multiple linguistic perspectives.
One powerful finding: multilingualism may delay memory loss and dementia by 4 to 5 years.
For education leaders, this means language is not just about the classroom. It is about lifelong mental health and growth.
What is the global roadmap for inclusion? UNESCO shows us a framework to follow. Check the final story for it.
Our final story is a global call from UNESCO Paris, published in 2024 by Piet van Avermaet.
UNESCO reminds us, language is more than instruction, it is the gateway to inclusion.
Research by Benson, Lopez, and others shows that schools embracing students' full language repertoires improve identity, participation, and results.
Models such as two-way immersion, functional multilingual learning, and translanguaging prove this worldwide.
UNESCO urges leaders to adopt 5 pillars: inclusive policies, language-sensitive teaching, valuing all languages, using full repertoires, and supporting indigenous tongues.
The message: every language is an asset, not a barrier.
So, dear education leaders, what can we take away from all these 5 stories? When schools and universities value every language, they do more than teach. They build stronger minds, fairer campuses, and inclusive societies. Thank you for joining us in Pallikkutam Digest Education Leaders Edition, presented by Rajagiri Media. Let us lead with the wisdom that every language adds value and every voice deserves respect. Thank you.